Bangladesh couldn't put up much of a fight against Australia in their Super 8 opener. Will we see an improved version of them as they take on India while they stay put at the same venue in North Sound, Antigua? We look ahead to Bangladesh's prospects in this Super 8 clash against India with Tamim Iqbal on Maruti Suzuki Arena. Presents ESPN Cricket for Timeout, powered by Dish TV Watcho. Tamim, thank you as always for your time. India versus Bangladesh at T20 World Cups reads 4-0 in favour of India. But the last two times in particular, Bangladesh have come ever so close to getting that win. What can they do? What do they need to improve on if they are to get that first win?
Yeah, definitely. Playing against India is always a challenge for Bangladesh, and I think the way India is playing at the moment and the way India is bowling is quite nice to see. We are talking about Australians' fast bowling attack. We're talking about South Africans' fast bowling attack, but the Indian fast bowling attack has been up there with the best in the world, and I think they've been bowling exceptionally well. I think Bangladesh needs to score runs. That's the most important thing. Bangladesh needs to put up a challenging total that can challenge India. And Bangladesh bowling has been doing well, but they need to put up at least 160, 170, especially in Antigua where the wicket looks good for batting. So Bangladesh batsmen needs to step up and give something to their bowlers to challenge Indian batsmen.
Yes, the last time these two sides met at the Men's T20 World Cup, Bangladesh pushed India. They eventually lost only by 5 runs in what was a rain-curtailed encounter in Adelaide. And the one before that is a game we are not allowed to bring up. I will not mention that game at all, Tamim. But now focusing on the batting, since it's been such a recurring theme, do you feel a lot of the onus, given the circumstances, has to lie on someone like Shakib Al Hasan? His one notable contribution in this tournament so far did come when he batted at number 4 against the Netherlands with that half century. You need more from Shakib when it comes to big games such as these?
Definitely, he is Bangladesh's best player. He is the most experienced player that Bangladesh have, and your big players have to perform in the big games. He has done it in the past. Over the years, he has been extremely good for Bangladesh. But if he needs time in his batting, then he needs to bat up the order and give himself a little bit of opportunity to play those overs and then flourish with his batting. At the moment, Bangladesh is struggling with the batting department. So why not put Shakib at number 3 or maybe number 4 and give him enough overs to settle himself and because he has that experience to counter-attack the best bowling attacks in the world, especially with his bowling as well. I think he needs to bowl 4 overs regardless of a lefty's batting or a righty's batting. He has to bowl that 4 overs. Yes, your fast bowling department is doing well, but Shakib Al Hasan is your best bowler. He has done it for a number of years, and there are few players in Indian team who Shakib is a great matchup. If you think about Rohit, if you think about Virat, and the guy who's been scoring runs for India is Surya Kumar Yadav. If I'm not wrong, the last 2 times that Shakib bowled to him got him out both the time. One in the T20 World Cup in Australia, and then 50 over game in Asia Cup. So he is a great matchup. Regardless of punt is in other side of the strike, he has to bowl you those 4 overs because he is your best bowler.
Yeah, it has been quite fascinating to observe that 5 games into this World Cup campaign, Shakib Al Hasan has bowled only 10.2 overs so far. But as Tamim points out, he could have a big role to play against those right-handed batters in the Indian top 4. Focusing specifically on the bowling plans a bit more, Tamim, the first question is around personnel. You saw Mahedi Hasan get a game against Australia to bowl to left-handers at the top of their order. India too have 4 left-handed batters in their top 8. Do you want to see Bangladesh persist with Mahedi Hasan?
I'm not too sure. He has been always been a good performer. Whenever he has got an opportunity with the ball, especially with the new ball, he has always and always done well. It was quite I was predicting that he might play today, and which he did, but I'm not too sure against India. I won't be surprised if Bangladesh brings on Shariful Islam, who has been exceptionally well with the new ball, especially to righties. And mind you, India will open with, if India opens with Virat and Rohit, who has been struggling a little bit with runs. So Bangladesh will definitely want them not to score big runs because they both are. We all know how good they are, and they are world-class players. So Shoriful Islam might be. I got a feeling that he might get an opportunity to play against India.
If that were to happen, that means Bangladesh go in with 4 seam bowling options. Now, seeing the fact that Kohli and Rohit are short on runs, that looks like an area for Bangladesh to exploit. If you had all those bowling resources at your disposal and you were captain, who would you be giving the new ball to?
See, if Shoriful is playing, I'll definitely give the new ball to Shoriful, and one end has to be Shakib because Shakib's record with Rohit is quite good. Even with Virat, he has to bowl you those 4 overs, and challenge India. Because at the moment, in the way India is playing, their middle order and their lower order are the one who's scoring bulk of runs. If somehow Bangladesh can restrict those in the middle, they don't give away too many runs, Bangladesh will have chance. We all know that how good is Indian bowling attack is. If India scores 170, 180, it will be always and always difficult for Bangladesh to chase it down if Bangladesh is chasing. So Bangladesh has to restrict India a minimum of maybe maximum of 160, 165, and then fancy themselves in their batting, which will be again very difficult with the way India is bowling at the moment.
So, if you were to open with Shoriful and Shakib in this situation, what roles do you see Tanzim and Taskin play in this game, both of whom have been so impressive in the power play for Bangladesh?
See, Shoriful, if Shoriful is playing, he has to bowl 2 overs up front because he's the ball back into the righties, which is always difficult. And you have to mix and match with everyone. Taskin can do the middle over part after 6. He can come and bowl fast and hit those hard length and make sure that Indian batsmen are playing square of the wicket. And I think he is an attacking bowler. Taskin has been doing quite well, apart from today's game where Travis Head and David Warner took him on. But in general, he has been doing quite well. He doesn't mind bowling in the middle. He can have one over in the power play. But if you want to do something special against India, you have to pick up early wickets. Otherwise, the Indian batting is deadly.
Yes, it will take something special and it will mean something huge for Bangladesh if they are to get a first win over India at the Men's T20 World Cup. But I'll leave you on the other note, Tamim, which is that the only ever Men's World Cup game that India and Bangladesh have played in the Caribbean is a game you'll remember very well because Bangladesh did win that one. Thank you so much, Tamim Iqbal, for setting up India versus Bangladesh for us.
Introducing the epic new Swift. Time to go swifting.
वॉचो ऐप पे देखो एक OTT के दाम पे सारे OTT शान से।
Watch